All right, so here we are wrapping up the first ever Guess That Gun giveaway. We had an awesome response from you guys. Thanks to everybody who participated, and congratulations to the people out there that won either a free holster or a discounted holster from Pitbull Tactical. We may do a Guess That Gun down the road, so keep your eyes peeled to our YouTube channel just in case we do this again with a different giveaway attached to it. And lastly, and most importantly, I encourage you guys to get over to social media and follow Pitbull Tactical on Facebook and Instagram, both in support for the products that you either receive for free or at a discount, but also as a way to say thank you for them in supporting our channel that we can give back to you with their products. So we are more than grateful to be working with Pitbull Tactical on stuff like this. So go ahead and show them your support on social media. We'll have links down below. And without further ado, the mystery gun that we were shooting, as you've probably seen by the title of this video already, was the Sig Sauer P227 TacOps. It was an awesome day. It was a ton of fun. We hope you enjoy the video. Hey, what's up guys, Tactiholics here. Today we're taking a look at the Sig TacOps. I know what you're thinking. We've been here before. We've seen this video. We're not that interested. We should probably stick around because it's the 227 chambered in 45 ACP. It's going to be a good day. Let's have some fun.
Let's do it. I'ma show you how to flip a dollar bill like this. Then hold in your buff, I'ma get mine from the grapevine. But this time, gon' recognize I'm an OG lights off. Mic off, I'ma smash on deck. Get my bread when I cash my check. I'm Pyrex, you know me yet, but get ready, cause God has blessed me.
The 227 TacOps from Sig comes loaded with a bunch of features just like the other TacOps variant that they make in the 226 package, which is available in 9mm, 40 Smith & Wesson, and 357 Sig. The 227 is the 45 ACP only version, and there's a lot of similarities and there's a couple small differences that I think are very noteworthy and significant improvements when you're talking about how the gun feels in your hand. So let's break those down. Looking at the top of the slide here, you still have the standard TacOps package sights, if you will, the Sig Light rear sight and the TrueGlow TFO front sight in green. So you have a great set of sights. That front sight is visible and extremely bright throughout the entire light spectrum. And then you have the Sig Light rear sights that are white during the day and then they glow at night. So outstanding set of sights, particularly for a defensive oriented handgun. Moving down, single-sided controls. You have a decocker and a slide release. Your teardown levers in the exact same spot. The beavertail on the 227 TacOps is significant in aiding with the recoil. You can choke up and really get some leverage off of that beavertail area, but the actual beavertail itself is much smaller than that on the 226 TacOps. This is actually very similar to the beavertail found on the new Legion package guns. I like it. It's a little bit lower profile. Might be more comfortable if you do choose to carry this gun inside your waistband, which is a pretty hefty package. But just having a little bit lower profile of an overall design with that beavertail is really nice, while still getting all the performance and the recoil control out of that. Moving down farther to the grips, we have G10 grips. Go ahead and take the magazine out here. This gun is cleared, by the way. Nothing in the magazine, nothing in the chamber. You have G10 grips on here that are an integrated magwell, and I really enjoy the grips on this gun. Not just for the texture. The back strap and side panels of the G10 are extremely sticky. They bite your hand well, and in conjunction with the front strap checkering, it gives you an awesome purchase on the gun. There's a lot of confidence in your grip on this gun, whether shooting one-handed or two-handed. But particularly when you're looking at the magwell, this magwell is very smoothly integrated into the metal frame of the gun. Whereas the 226 TacOps, if you remember way back when I did my first video with that gun, the 226 magwell grips are kind of set off of the frame of the gun. So occasionally when you're inserting a magazine into the magwell, you get hooked with the feed lips of the magazine actually bottoming out inside the magwell against the frame of the gun. But this on the 227 TacOps is a great smoothly beveled edge that allows for very easy insertion of the magazines, very smooth, very fluent, with no modifications necessary, which is the way that it should be when you buy a gun of this caliber. The next noteworthy change doesn't look like much, but I feel it to be pretty significant with the 227 TacOps over the 226, and that's the beveling underneath the magazine well. So if I bring the gun in here, you can see how they ground out some of the material right there. It's nice and smooth to the finish, so it doesn't agitate your middle finger of your dominant hand when you're gripping the gun, but it does allow you to get just a little bit higher up onto the gun and really choke it, again, aiding in recoil mitigation, recoil control of that handgun. That's something that I wish the 226 had. The Legion packages have this, and I'm really glad that they added it to the 227 TacOps. And certainly when you could talk about SIGs, particularly the double single action SIGs, but even I'd consider the 320 and 250 as well in this category, they have a pretty high bore axis. There's a lot of slide mass and material moving really high up on the gun. So the fact that they contoured the undercut of the trigger guard so that you can get nice and high up on the gun really allows you to put that gun as low as you possibly can in your hand, and it helps you deliver fast shots with considerable amounts of accuracy. Looking in front of the trigger guard, there is an accessory rail. I went and snapped the X300 Surefire light off my 226 TacOps, and it slides right onto the 227. So the rail profile of the 227 and 226 TacOps guns is the same. Sig flat out tells people that the profile of the rails can change from gun model to gun model, so I thought that was kind of interesting. Not that significant of a point, but it is nice to know that not only can you mount a flashlight or laser to the front of your 227 TacOps, but in my case, if I was to buy a 227, my light just became cross-compatible, so I enjoyed that. Short trigger, short reset trigger internals, and the double action trigger pull is going to come in right around that 10-pound mark. Single action is going to be right around the 4-pound mark. So basically the only thing that's different about this gun is the ammunition that you're pushing through it, which brings me to the next talking point. Capacity. Anybody out there looking for a high capacity 45 ACP double single action gun, the Sig 227 is an extremely viable option to consider. You're holding 14 rounds of 45 ACP in these magazines with the magazine extensions on there. Everything fits nice and tight into the gun. I like the look of that extended magazine. Again, it slides right into that mag well nice and easy, but 14 rounds in one magazine is extremely high capacity for a 45 ACP gun. I would say that this gun would be a direct competitor to things like the FNX 45 Tactical. Being the only difference is that the FNX sports you a threaded barrel and suppressor sights and a plate or a milled out slide to attach a micro red dot to. Sig doesn't have that. You could certainly add those things. For somebody like me, I don't run suppressors and I don't run red dots on my handguns currently, so I don't really see that as much of an enhancement or something I would seek out with the FN series guns. I think that the trigger is going to be much better on the Sig than your HK double singles, your FN double singles, stuff like that. So my personal choice would bring me right back to the Sig 227 TacOps, and for the price point that it's coming in at, it's going to tip the scales depending on where you find it, around $1,300, just like all the other Sigs that I shoot, that I own. This gun is going to outperform the money that you're spending on it. No, it's not a cheap firearm, it's not inexpensive, but you're getting far more than $1,300 worth of performance, reliability, and build quality out of the Sig 227 TacOps. We appreciate you guys watching. Leave a comment down below if you've shot the Sig 227 TacOps, what you think of it. You know, how does this gun rank up in your opinion versus the Legion if you're familiar with both packages? A lot of people are always kind of juggling the options between the Legion series and the TacOps series. I'm still splitting hairs over it. I don't honestly know which one I would buy if I walked into a gun shop with $1,300 in my pocket today looking to buy one. I don't think you can go wrong either way, but we'd like to know what you think about that. We want to give a big shout out to the companies that support and sponsor Tactiholics. Thank you to Pitbull Tactical, Tac Strike Steel Targets, Rapid Access Magazine Pods from Gear for Grunts, Battle Blades, and Real Avid Tool Company. So you guys make sure you hit that subscribe button down below to be entered into our monthly subscriber giveaway contest, where we're giving away a bunch of different gear into your hands as a way to say thank you. And be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can watch our videos every single week, hopefully learn something, share the word out, start up good topics of conversation, good discussion. We'll see you real soon, and we never quit. Work and see what this thing's all about after 25,000 rounds. That is why I love this gun. Hey, what's up guys, Tactiholics here, and today we're shooting the Sig 225 A1.
The G10 grips my hand just grips to it. It's almost like super glue. I really enjoy that. I get a really good purchase on it. It's really controllable, and something I'm going to look forward to adding to my collection.